Walter White Jr., aka Flynn. Yeah, we know him. Random Rants. Off jump. I am not about to talk about his cerebral palsy. I was going to refer to it as CP, but I will say this, and we're just going to touch on this, and then we'll get it out the way early, right? I feel like it was used in Walter Jr.'s character as the cherry on top as to why Walter has to continue to cook, like, the newborn. I got cancer, I might, I have my son that has CP. I'm married to the one of the worst chicks in sitcom history. Skylar, the worst chick ever. Now, well, let me stay on topic. Now, as far as starting from the beginning, it's clear he comes from a two-parent household, right? Back when they were the whites, right? You know that. From birth to 14, life was peaches, right? For Walter Jr. You're growing up. Your father isn't cool. He isn't the coolest dad, right? He's a chemistry teacher. It's not really nothing to look up to. But you got Uncle Hank, though, right? Yeah, Uncle Hank catches the bad guys, right? Imagine being Walter Jr., 7 years old. Just came back. Long day of New Mexico public school where you done got teased because of your CP. And Uncle Hank picks you up and, he tells you, it's okay. Everything's going to be all right. Those guys, some of those guys are going to go to jail and I'll be the one, to lock them up. That's what I do. Walter Jr. looked up to that. Or should I call him Flynn? I forgot. Guess we'll get on that, right? But actually, I'm going to do this one a little different. Because that's really the background for Walter Jr., for real. He grew up admiring his uncle, Hank. Right? He looked forward to seeing him. Right? Very family oriented. He's a kid. That's all he knows. Right? But I think you guys want me to hate him. I think you want me to hate him, and I know why, right? And I know why. And I get it. Because the first time I watched the show, I felt like you. I did. And the second. I'm talking about the whole series. Now, the first time, I felt like you. The second. And the third, too. But eventually, people grow up, though. Eventually. If you're lucky. If you're blessed. If you're fortunate. You get to grow up. And the blessing about that, about growing up, is having the ability to see things from other people's perspectives. Now, before we get into Walter Jr.'s perspective, we're going to get into the cliche of why you want me to hate him, right? I know. Because that's what this originally was going to be about, right? And I get it. Walt Jr. or Flynn, he's not the most likable character. I get it. When he's on the show is breaking fast. That's what he do. He eats breakfast. When you see him, different spreads of maybe a cereal. Remember Walter's 50th, the turkey bacon with the eggs when he complained. He will complain about the breakfast too. It better be on point. It better be 5-star American mom breakfast when he touches down, when he wakes up. And you're gonna hear that clacking coming down them stairs Oh, you better know. Them eggs better be ready. Scrambled, on point. Because Flynn is ready to eat. You know what it is. I know you guys remember that one episode with the Raisin Bran. It's like, now I want it crunch. You know, how easy is it to see crunch on the box? You know, told his mother off. She's the worst mother ever. You feel me? Couldn't even get the right cereal. But not. We're gonna leave it alone. Let's leave her alone. Let's leave her alone. Let's leave her alone. Yeah, I mean, it's like maybe like 15, 16 different breakfast scenes throughout the whole series of Flynn eating breakfast. And speaking of Flynn, garbage nickname, terrible nickname. You gave yourself that nickname. You could have thought of something better. How about Superman? I mean, I don't know. You know, Flynn? That really describes you. You know, you should try to go for something opposite. Like Disco Inferno or something. I don't know. And y'all want me to bring up that episode when he got drunk, right? I get it. It was funny. I get it. He threw up in the pool. It was hilarious. We all saw it. It was funny. When you watch it, like the first 3 times, it's funny. I ain't gonna lie. It's hilarious. It's Walt Jr., you know? Or maybe you want me to bring up the fact that he just magically, you know, comes in the cars. Like, oh, I like cars now, you know? Walt get him that beautiful Dodge thing, you know? Maybe you didn't like the fact that, maybe you felt like he didn't deserve that. Maybe that's something with you. I don't know. Maybe you're in the 2% of the world where your name is either a Rothschild or you are a big Skylar fan and you really didn't like how Flynn spoke to his mother like that. Maybe, because you're lame. You're lame if you think like that. You're lame. But anyway. Maybe you didn't like the fact that he told his father to transition twice throughout the series. Maybe you didn't like that. Maybe you thought he didn't appreciate the money and, you know, like your father is the Rayful Edmond of Albuquerque. Like, you know, you got all this money, you know, you should be a little bit more, you know, appreciative. I don't know. Maybe that's how you feel. Maybe that's how you feel. And maybe you hate him. For one of those reasons, maybe multiple. I don't know. I don't know. And that's fine. You can hate him. You can hate him. But I'm going to need you to look at it through his shoes. I don't care how they're creased. Don't look down. Look up. Walk straight. Like, we get it. Walter's the main character. We get it. You love him. But this is his son. Yeah, he's going to wake up every day. He's looking forward to breakfast. You want to know why he's eating breakfast every day? Because he believes he got 2 parents that love him. See, the breakfast is a sign of the innocence that he still had. He still had that. Still had a little innocence. He believed his father really loved him. And he did. I mean, don't get it twisted. A father's job is to provide. And that's what Walter was doing financially. But it was episodes Walter was kidnapped. Where was he? What, Walter lied to this man throughout the whole show. He was lied to. The whole show. Okay, he got drunk. You like that, right? You like that scene? He got drunk. He got drunk, right? How about Hank is telling his war stories like he always do? Oh, me at the car. I'm getting into it with the cartel. We drinking mezcal. You know, Walter Jr. You know, I'm the cool guy. Your father here, he's never held a gun in his life. Yeah. You know, like, come on, man. Like, Walter got tired of that. He wanted to control that scenario. So, yeah, no, you drink. No, my son's about to drink. You're not about to stop this, Hank. I think you had a little too much. You trying to be father of the year? Got them one-liners. He's Hank. I can't wait to do the Hank. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, it's cooking. Like that blue Kool-Aid Walt was whipping up. That Pusha T. Don't even let me get started. Let me get back on subject. Let me all in my feelings. It's Walter Jr., man. Y'all sitting here want me to hate him. Y'all want me to hate him. He looked up to his uncle. That was his father figure. His father just wasn't cool to him yet. He would have eventually got there. He would have eventually appreciated his father. Especially if anything happened to him. Walter's a very interesting character. I don't want to slander Walter. I don't. But the truth is, I mean, his parents lied to him. When he finally found out, what did he tell his mother? If all this is true and you knew about it, like, you're just as bad as him. Like, yeah, like, I was still innocent, you know? Like, come on, like you killed Uncle Hank, like, you know, like, come on, man, like, I'm, like, it's a lot of trauma, like, he's 15 to 17 throughout the show. It's 2 years. A lot of trauma. And he driving them nice things, but do you see the pain, though? This man loses his parents and Uncle Hank, and I mean, yeah, he gets $9 million, but $9 million is a lot of money now. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know what he could do with that. I don't know what he's going to do with that. I don't know. I would have to possibly trick it off. Possible. He might binge drink, you know? And yeah, he told his father to transition twice. But let's add some context to that. Please, like, it's just like the throwing up scene. If you only seen the series twice, you're just going to remember that's what he said. But you're not going to remember why. You're just going to remember he threw up. You're not going to remember why. The first time, Walter he didn't really want to do the chemo. He was like, hesitant on it. It was like, well, then just transition already. Since you don't want to, you don't have no fight in you. Ain't no point of going out here and even trying. Oh, and you know why the second time, right? That's what y'all really don't like. Because when he had that money for him and his sister, Big Walt, called him while he was like at school or something, right? Got to... You spanked Uncle Hank. Like, come on. Like, transition. And hung up on him. He was heartbroken. Oh, and I forgot about the scene. Oh my God. How could I forget? That's why you guys hate him, right? That's why. During the Blade scene, huh? When he called the police on Walter and said that he had the blade, and and the Uncle Hank felt like he chose a side, right? Yep. That boy was lied to for that whole series, okay? He was a kid. He was in the final years of his innocence, and unfortunately that was taken away. His father figure passed, his father passed, I'm not commenting on his mother. Okay? I'm really not, because my blood pressure. I have blood pressure issues, and I'm not doing that. But nonetheless. Matter of fact, I'll say this. You guys want me to hate Walter White Jr., and if you do hate Walter White Jr., I challenge you to channel that hate, because he's a kid. I gave you reasons like, I mean, what you want me to say? He didn't know. That's why it's no character development for him in the show. That's why he only eats breakfast. He didn't know any daggone thing. Okay? When he finds out stuff, his mind is blown. He don't know. And you charging him with that. Well, I charge you, and I'm charging you. And I challenge you to take that hate and bring it over to Skylar's way. Skylar White. She don't get no love over here, man. Random Rants.